Hey, this is Bauke from liberty2travel.com. How would you like to start profiting from auto webinars and high-ticket products, even if you don't have your own high-ticket product? Welcome to my Webinarkit review, in which I'm going to look at a new product that promises exactly that. So you can see the product on my screen right now. This is the dashboard of Webinarkit. And during this review, I'm going to give you a demo of the software, show you exactly how it works and all the different features inside. I will also have a closer look at the sales page right here. Have a look at the claims being made by the creators of Webinarkit, Stefan and Tom Yevsikov, to see if, in my opinion, this product lives up to those claims. And of course, I've put together a package of custom and exclusive bonuses that you can get your hands on when you purchase Webinarkit through the link below this video. Click on that link, you'll come to this page on my website where you can find out more about this product and the different upsells, as well as the pricing, which I will cover later during this review. But first, let's have a quick look at my bonuses before we jump into the software, and I'll give you a demo of it. So first of all, these bonuses are exclusive to me, meaning they're not going to be available anywhere else but through the link below this video, as they are all made by me personally from my own knowledge with internet marketing to help you make the most out of Webinarkit. So other affiliates are not going to be able to offer you these bonuses. And they're also not made from PLR. So here we are, bonuses that are going to help you sell with webinars, that are going to find you additional high-ticket webinars that are done for you that you can promote using this software, as well as some traffic sources to start driving traffic to your webinars, and more bonuses that are really going to help you increase your conversions. Now, I'm going to describe all of these bonuses one by one in full detail toward the end of this review. Stay tuned for that. Make sure you watch till the end if you want to see exactly what all of these bonuses are going to help you with. But first, let me jump here into the actual dashboard of the software, and let's start with a demo. So here we have the dashboard of Webinarkit. So Webinarkit, as I said, it is an automated webinar platform. You can also use it for live webinars, and you're going to be able to upload your video webinars into this platform and start promoting video webinars. So here we have the dashboard, and you can see all the different webinars that are already created in the past. And we can go and create a new webinar from scratch if we want by clicking on the new webinar button right here. And then we're going to be presented with the wizard, very easy to use step-by-step wizard to create your own webinar. So you can either use a webinar video from a URL or upload your own. That depends actually on whether you buy the pro version or not. With the regular version, you can just put in a video URL right here. So that will be the actual video for the webinar that you can put in right here. Or you can upload one if you have the pro version, and then it will be hosted on their website. And then when you go to the next step, you can fill in the details for your webinar. So we can make it active. Right now, we can give our webinar a name that's for our own reference. So let's say Bauke's webinar. Title, so this would be like how to make $10,000 a month working from home. For example, subtitle, the 3 secret steps to massive online profits. Description, well, you get the idea. I can fill in a full description here. Webinar duration in minutes, let's say 120, that's 2 hours. Then we can add presenters. So we have the default one here with the blurred out picture, but you can add yourself as a presenter. So I can add myself. You can write a bit about yourself. So affiliate marketer and digital nomad. Your email, you can put in your email here, and then you can add a photo. You can just upload one from your own computer. So I have a photo of myself here somewhere that I could use for this. So I can add that. And then we can go and click on add presenter, and then it's going to add me as a presenter with my photo right here, and I can remove Richard. So that is how easy it is to go through this whole wizard and set everything up. Then we can schedule our webinar. So we can use just-in-time scheduling, which means that with an auto webinar, it will play as soon as people go to the registration page. It will start playing in a few minutes, so they can immediately start watching it. So they sign up, wait a few minutes, and can jump onto the webinar immediately. Or if you actually want to have a schedule, you can have it on a specific date and time, or you can say, I want it every Tuesday at 9 a.m. EST or something like that. So you can have it every once a week you have this webinar running, and then you can have this whole schedule where every week your webinar runs, and then there's a few days for people to buy the product at the discount, and then using the replay, and then the discount expires, and then they have to wait until the next Tuesday for the next webinar. This could create like real urgency to buy the product while this schedule is going on. So that could be another option that you could use with this. Then we can go to the next page where we set up the registration page. So we can choose any of these templates for our registration page, one with a cover on the left hand side, one with cover on the right hand side, image on the left or right, or just a standard page. We can choose a background color, background image as well. You can just paste any image URL here for the background. You can change the color right here. You can change the color of the text right here. You can show whether or not the webinar title is shown, the description and the subtitle are shown. I did not fill in a description, so I'll turn that one off, but I did fill in a subtitle, so let's turn that one on. Then we have a countdown timer until the actual webinar takes place, whether or not the presenter is shown, first name field, so whether or not you want people to enter their name when they register for your webinar. You can ask for just the email address or just the first name. You can also ask for last name and phone number. That's optional as well. And you can show your own brand logo. So the default logo will be the Webinarkit logo. You can just browse here for a different logo on your own computer. So let me add, what is this? Not what I need here. Logo, have a logo here somewhere, so I'll upload that logo and that will show up. There we go. Now that's my logo. Then we can go to the next step, which is the live page. So here we can customize the actual live page that people will see when they enter the webinar. So we can have different ways for attendees to connect with you. So you can have an email question box where they can enter their email address and a question, and then the question will be sent to you at your email address while they are watching the webinar. And so even if the webinar is automated, you can still go and reply to questions live during the webinar simply by keeping an eye on your email inbox and just replying to questions by email during the webinar. So that's one option. The other one is actually having a live chat. So that is where attendees can talk with each other and with you as the presenter. They can put questions in the chat and you can go and answer those during the webinar as well. And the last option here is to redirect attendees after the webinar is disabled. So when the webinar expires, you can have them redirected to a specific page on your website or anywhere else that you want them to go. Then the webinar offer. So this is where you actually make the sale. So here you can put in your high ticket product details. Now, if you have your own high ticket product, put in your own headline, description, price, call to action, and URL. If you don't have your own high ticket products, there are 5 done for you funnels, webinars with high ticket products included in the Webinarkit purchase during the launch period. And even if you miss out on that, upgrade number 2 or 3, I believe, one of the upgrades at least, not this one, yeah, number 3, is going to include another 15 done for you webinar funnels that you can purchase in addition to this the 5 that are included in the front end. And even if you don't purchase that and you miss out on the launch, I have put together a bonus number 2, which is a bonus where I'm going to show you where to find these high ticket products, high ticket webinars. So even if you don't have any and you miss out on all the things that are going to be included with Webinarkit, I still got you covered with my bonuses, because I'm going to show you a website where you can go to find high ticket webinar funnels that you can go promote using Webinarkit. All you need to do is apply for your affiliate link, get the video for the webinar, the URL for the video. You can simply contact the creator of the webinar. They will give that to you if you tell them, hey, I purchased Webinarkit. I just want to plug your webinar into my Webinarkit. Can you supply me with the video URL? And then on the very first page where you saw me have the option to upload a video or put in a URL, you can simply paste their video URL in there, and then you will have a completely done for you automated webinar. All you need to do is send traffic, and then you will start seeing sales come in. And these can be very, very lucrative, because the products promoted on these webinars are always high ticket products, or at least mid ticket products, meaning there's several $100s up to several $1,000s per purchase, meaning if you get a 50% commission, which is usually the case, you'll get a few hundred to a few $1,000s in commissions for making these kinds of sales. And that is even if you are an affiliate for these products and you only get half, it's still really, really valuable. But if you want to promote your own high ticket products, you can of course do that as well. And then you would put in, so here is where you would put in the headline, description, price of your product. So let's say we have our high ticket course. The price is going to be $9.97. Buy now is the call to action, and then the URL is our checkout page, of course, for the high ticket product. Now I don't have one right now, so I'll just put in google.com as an example, and then you'll see later. But if you want to get the done for you webinar that are included in Webinarkit, you'll come to this page. There's some instructions on how to set up the done for you webinar, and then here you can find all the different sign up links for the affiliate links for those products. So let's say you want to start promoting YouTube ads correct, you just go to this page, and this is where you can sign up for the YouTube ads correct affiliate program. So you have to get an account at Zaxa. You can log in with your account or create an account and start promoting this webinar. And there's some on Pay Kickstart. There's even one that everyone can promote on ClickBank, which is John Crestani's webinar. You may have seen it, you may have heard of it. This one everyone can promote because ClickBank is open to everyone. So all you need is just create an account and you can start promoting John Crestani's webinar. So even if you were worried about not being accepted as an affiliate for some of these programs, you can definitely always start with John Crestani's webinar if you get some sales from that. And literally, I'm not even promoting this webinar. I'm just going to show you this right now. So this is not the right link. This is the right link. So what I'm going to show you is actually I was logging into my ClickBank account. I never really promote much on ClickBank. John Crestani's webinar is really, I have a few links somewhere on my website to it. And literally, I was logging into ClickBank the other day and I noticed that I got a $460 commission, and I was wondering, what is this $460 I just made? And that is simply from having a few links to John Crestani's webinar somewhere on my website. Someone decided to buy this product. It's a really good course, actually. I've gone through the John Crestani's course myself, and yeah, that's it. I just made a $1,000 sale, and I got half of that in commissions on ClickBank as a result. So that is a really good one to start promoting using this software as well. So anyway, let's move on. We have the ability to add a poll during our webinar. So if you want to ask a question to your attendees in the form of a poll, you can add that here. Also a handout. So if you have let's say you want to give them the PDF of your slides, you can put that in here so that they can download that and watch along with you. That's an option right here. And then simulated chat, we'll talk about that later because it's kind of one of the upsells as well, but it allows you to kind of automate chat a little bit. All right, so we go to the next page here. So that was customizing the live page. Then we have the last option, which is actually customizing the emails. So when people sign up for your webinar, they're going to be automatically subscribed to the reminder emails. So first, they're going to get a confirmation. Then one day before the webinar takes place, they get a reminder that tomorrow at this time is your webinar. And then 30 minutes before the webinar, they get another reminder. And you can also add reminders of the replay afterwards, after the webinar has taken place and they missed out on it, they can go and watch the replay. You can turn all of these options on or off right here very easily. And if you want to have more options than just this, you can simply integrate Webinarkit with your own autoresponder and set up your own follow-up and broadcasts regarding this webinar. So you can integrate with ActiveCampaign, Aweber, ConvertKit, GetResponse, or MailChimp. You simply go to the profile settings right here, and there you can connect any of these autoresponders. And then once you've done so, you will see a list of all your different lists here, and you can simply choose to subscribe the registrant to your list on that autoresponder. So that's it. Then we go to save and complete, and we are done with creating our webinar, and then we can actually start promoting it. So we have that is not the one I just created. Let's see, is it at the bottom maybe? There we go, it's at the bottom. So there we have our webinar now created. So we can edit it, go back to this wizard by clicking the pencil. We can go and start promoting it using the registration link. So this is the actual registration link. So now we can start sending traffic to this link and people can start signing up to our webinar. So this is the webinar registration link that I've created. And I didn't set any possible times actually, so there's no, the drop down box normally shows the time that the webinar takes place at, but I didn't choose any during the editing process, so there's no possible times. But that's the registration page, the simple version. As I said before, there are some other options for registration pages with graphics and images on the right or left hand side. Then the actual watch page is where people can go and watch your webinar. So you can see what this looks like. So here is the email question box. Here is the actual webinar. I didn't upload a video, but when you do, this is where the video will start playing. Here is the logo that I uploaded before. And the replay room kind of looks the exact same. And the control room, now this is where you would go when you want the webinar to go live. So you would log in there and then you can control everything during the live webinar as the creator and the host of the webinar. Then once you have some webinar registrants and attendees, so let's look at this one for example, you can click here and you can see all the details, the stats of your webinar. So you can see this webinar lasted 85 minutes. Most people only attended. There were 46 attendees in the first 5 minutes and then they went down to just 5. I think this was just a test of the software, so obviously this is not realistic. Normally people would stay much longer, but that's the idea behind it. And you can see 65 people attended, 24 watched the replay, there were 64 registrations, registration page visitors, sorry, and then 11 people who actually registered. So that is, and then the average time. So you can see a lot of details. See, these were all test accounts, obviously. But this was the idea behind it, is that this is how how you can see how people interacted with your webinar, how long they stayed, etc. So this gives you a lot of details about your webinar as well. So that is it. That is in a nutshell all the different features of Webinarkit. It's super powerful software. I really like the interface for being so simple, yet having all the features you want for a webinar software. I don't know if you've ever seen something like Webinar Jam or GoToWebinar before, but it's way more complicated in terms of interface and figuring out what everything is and how to set everything up. This is much easier to use. So let's have a quick look at the sales page, then we'll talk about pricing, upsells, and of course my bonuses. So first ever auto webinar software and system lets you make easy $497, $997, $1997 sales even as a beginner by handling all steps from funnel creation to traffic in 5 minutes flat. That is the headline. So yeah, that's I kind of covered all of this already, that with an auto webinar software, you're going to be able to sell high ticket products. So you'll be able to get these sales at these price points. Funnel creation, you saw how easy it was to do that. 5 minutes flat is maybe a little bit optimistic. That's always the case with these headlines on these sales pages. They're always a little bit too optimistic. But it should be possible for you to set this up fairly quickly, and that's kind of the main point they're trying to make with that, so I agree with that point. So you can check out the rest of the sales page yourself at your own pace in your own time. Just click the link below this video. When you come to this page, you can go and click on any of the green buttons like this one. That will take you to the sales page and you can find out more about the software, the different steps involved, some income proof, more information and testimonials are here somewhere as well. So yeah, go ahead, check that out yourself. There's also a demo video from the creators. That is this one right here. If you want to see a demo by someone else, by the creators, they have even more knowledge about the software, obviously. So you can check that out there as well. So that is it for the sales page. So let's talk about the pricing, the upsells, and of course my bonuses. So I don't actually have the front-end pricing right here, so let me go and grab that for you. None of this is the front-end pricing. Ah yeah, here we go. So $34.95 is the pricing during the early bird. Now the early bird has already expired by the time you're watching this because I'm recording this one day late. So I'm assuming the price is going to be slightly higher than $34.95. That is going to be the price during the launch period. The price is going to be at a one-time price. After that, they might up it to a monthly fee. So if you want to get this for a one-time price, which is amazing actually, because if you look at any of the competitors, let's go to, for example, GoToWebinar pricing, and you'll see how insane these prices are sometimes of these products pricing. Here we go. So GoToWebinar is sold in 3 plans. If you want to host webinars with up to 100 participants, it's $89 a month. Then GoToWebinar Pro is $199 per month. So it goes up very fast. And that is per month. And this is like $35 for a one-time pricing. Then we have the Webinar Jam. It's slightly cheaper, but still a lot more than... here we go. Webinar Jam Basic Plan, $4.99 a year. And that is for 2 presenters per webinar with 500 attendees max. Webinar Jam Pro is $6.99 a year. Again, so these prices are so much higher than what you're going to be paying for Webinarkit. So this is a very good entry-level pricing for this software. Then we have the upsell. So the first upsell is the Pro version, which allows you to add additional registration page templates. You're going to get in-house video hosting. I told you about that before. So this allows you to upload your video to the Webinarkit platform, and it will be hosted for you there with unlimited bandwidth. Otherwise, you're going to have to host it somewhere else. Then we have the handouts. So that handouts feature that I showed you before is a Pro feature. One-click replay pages, polls, embeddable registration pages, so you can embed these on your own website, and an upgrade to commercial rights on everything, meaning you can use the software for customers and create webinars for other businesses using this software. So that is the Pro version. That is a $67 upgrade. The second upgrade is the chat simulator. So with this upgrade, you're going to be able to automate chat. So what you're going to be able to do is you can create automated chats, live engagement during the webinar using this chat simulator. So it's going to kind of give people the idea, the feeling that there's a lot of attendees live on the webinar because there's this chat going on during the webinar. So this is an extra feature for $37. The second upgrade. The third upgrade, I told you about this one before already as well, also $67, is going to give you an additional 15 ready to go, done for you auto webinar funnels. And this is also going to include the flagship Rapid Traffic Suite software and traffic training. So this is software that's going to help you drive traffic to your webinars. Now, this is the software right here. I've actually done a review of this software, I think a year ago or something along those lines. So this is software created by Stefan, one of the creators behind Webinarkit, that's going to help you automatically drive traffic from Pinterest. So it's going to go, you're going to have to set it up a little bit, but you can actually see, if you watch my full Rapid Traffic Suite review that I did like a year ago, you can go ahead, check that out on my YouTube channel. You can see how I set it up using Pinterest. I select a few boards, and then it's going to start following all the followers of that board and add them to our own following, and then they're going to follow us back, and that way we can start building automated traffic using Pinterest. That's the idea behind Rapid Traffic Suite. So this is kind of a software that's going to help you drive free traffic from Pinterest automatically. Then upgrade number 4, the agency rights. So this is $97, and this is not just resellers, but way better. So what you're going to be able to do is, first of all, you're going to have 5 sub-accounts, so you can actually have team members log into your account of Webinarkit. You can also have an entirely separate client webinar area, so you can manage client webinars inside there, and you're going to be able to give your clients webinar analytics on their webinars, and of course you get commercial rights for everything. So it's basically allows you to turn your entire Webinarkit software into a webinar agency software, allowing you to become an agency for other businesses, selling them webinars as a service, have your own team members log into your account, etc. So that is the 4th and final upgrade. Now, let's talk about the bonuses you're going to get. These are going to be bonuses included in the front end, so you don't have to purchase any of the upgrades. So the first one, how to sell on webinars. So if you want to do your own webinars, this bonus is for you, because in this bonus, I'm going to break down exactly step by step how to do a successful webinar and sell high-ticket products on that webinar. But if you don't want to do your own webinars, then you are going to be looking at bonus number 2. I already described this one earlier. It's a bonus where I'm going to show you where to find these high-ticket webinars that you can start promoting using Webinarkit. So these are all webinars you can be an affiliate for. You're going to get around 50% usually commissions on high-ticket sales. Bonus number 3, the 5 best free traffic sources. Now that you have your software, you're done for your webinars, all you need is to drive traffic and start making sales. So what I'm going to do in bonus number 3 is show you what the best free traffic sources are and also how to use them to drive traffic. Bonus number 4 and 5, I'm going to show you how to set up Facebook and Google retargeting. Now this is very powerful. Even if you just want to start with free traffic, just setting this up and using it later is already very important, especially when you're selling high-ticket products, because a lot of people are going to be registering for your webinar and then forgetting about it and not coming to the webinar, or they register, they watch the webinar, but they don't buy the product, or they register for the webinar, they come to the replay and they don't buy the product, etc. So what you want to do is retarget these people using Facebook and Google ads, get them back onto the webinar page, because maybe they watched it the first time, halfway through, dinner was ready, they forgot about it and they never came back, but maybe they were still interested in your product and your presentation. So by reminding them again with ads on Facebook and Google using retargeting, you're going to be able to send very, very cheap ads to these people, and you're much more likely to recapture those lost traffic that you kind of lost the first time around, but that's much more likely to convert again in the future. So this is absolutely vital to set this up if you're going to be doing high-ticket webinars. So that is my bonus number 4 and 5. Bonus number 6, model to win, the key to success in online business. In this bonus, I'm going to break down how to model your own business on what other successful internet marketers are doing and using that to kickstart your own success online. That's my 6th and final bonus. Those are going to be included with the front-end purchase of Webinarkit through the link below this video. You'll also get access to all the bonuses from the vendor. On the sales page you can see what those are, and other affiliates will offer you these bonuses, so I don't want you to miss out on them when you decide my bonuses are so much better than anyone else's. And then I have one extra special bonus only available if you purchase any of the upgrades to Webinarkit. I already described what the upgrades are. When you buy any of those, you'll get my full Facebook ads course as an additional bonus. Facebook ads is one of the best traffic sources for high-ticket products, because Facebook ads are relatively expensive, but when you sell high-ticket products, it doesn't really matter because your profit margins are going to be so high. So that's why this is really one of the best traffic sources for high-ticket products. So in this bonus, I am going to break down the entire process of getting ready with Facebook ads, from the very beginning of setting your accounts up the right way, structuring campaigns, choosing audiences, targeting, placements for ad sets, and then actually running ads with good headlines, images, testing, and optimizing your campaigns with the data you're getting, etc. All of this is covered in my full Facebook ads course, which is the special bonus for buying any of the upgrades to Webinarkit. Now, how do you claim my bonuses? First, you click the link below this video, you buy through the green buttons anywhere on this page, and you'll go through the checkout process on Warrior Plus, and inside your Warrior Plus purchase receipt, which is going to look like this one right here, you will find the button that says Access Affiliate Bonus just below the Access Your Purchase button. So you go ahead and find your purchase receipt in your email, and then you will find my bonuses very easily as well. So that wraps up my Webinarkit review. Thank you so much for watching. Hit the like button if you liked this review. Subscribe to my channel for more product reviews and other internet marketing tips and tricks. And hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.